Yep. I can't believe that I completely missed that someone has changed this up to diorite, and I have not checked, but I am assuming that this is a product of a certain mission that I put in here called Improve the Build. Was it this one? Mission number 2? Improve this build, the mission headquarters, in any way you seem fit. I should have seen this coming. Okay, I should have seen this coming. This, I will say, that is a successfully carried out mission for someone who is a diorite enjoyer, but it is also completely unbearable. Yeah, we gotta do something about this. I think this may be the end of mission 2, but the start of something much greater. Here's the truth. I have never been this prepared to make a Hermitcraft video for as long as I can remember. In between episodes, I have... Well, in between episodes, actually, something has happened.
Iskall, I'm just down here.
Hello, Jules.
Came over here to talk to you for a second.
No! Okay, why?
I've been, I came back, right? Had these weird messages in my, my mail with kisses and flowers and... Do you know anything about that, Iskall?
No. I made a full video about this, and according to the comments, it's one of the funniest videos that I've ever posted. I'll link it down below in the description. It's on Iskall85, and you don't want to miss it. Another thing that I have done in between episodes is this box here. I've crafted this Schalke box, but the contents inside is what's interesting. Let me bring it out from the container. This holds the keys to Mission Possible, because today I'm gonna take Mission Possible to the next level, and my goal for today is to do a grand opening, inviting every hermit on the server, including Joel's, to play the game. And who knows, maybe I'll impress a certain someone. I'm not sure, but it could be. Without further ado, this is what I've done. I have made 10 cosmetical rewards that you can get for your Mission Possible tokens. These, first of all, look so amazing. I've made a logo for Mission Possible. They look a little bit like chocolate coins. I do really like them though. So my idea is that when you complete a mission, you'll get one of these tokens, and then you put it in a machine, and then you get randomly one of these 10 cosmetics. We got Built Different, which is potentially my favorite. It's glorious. It's so good. We got the Too Cool, the Quester, and the Completed. These are like classic RPG quest completion NPC if you want to be an NPC for a day. The Actually glasses. Oh, they fit so well on me. They make me look so much smarter. The Arrow, which I do think is possible to fool people with. A bit grim. The Chosen One. I can't impersonate a sim because I don't remember how they sound like. They have their own language, don't they? Then we have Shady for shady deal making. Explosive Mind for TNT enjoyers, as well as the Ouch Sword, which looks like someone had an accident. Now my idea is that these cosmetics will be available in the first phase of Mission Possible, because I want to make Mission Possible a season-long journey, and it would be really cool if these would only be available for a limited amount of time, and then, you know, hermits will have to try and collect all of them, or as many as they would like to have, and then I come in with a new batch in like a few months from now. Something like that. I just like the idea of chase items or something that holds value. I also think in this grand opening, and because of the fact that this has been improved, I want to move this build in its entirety, and I think this is a great opportunity to incorporate it in my base and to frame wherever my base area is supposed to go. And for that reason, I have been eyeing up this area here. I do think that this area lends itself to a nice Mission Possible headquarters build. I'm really excited about this, but first things first, I am completely out of stone, and so I'm hoping that Etho has stocked his shop. Oh yes, this is what I'm here for. 6 diamonds per shulker box. That's very, very designated stone box. That's a very healthy amount. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. You know what? Let's just buy one more. I'm quite rich. I'm a wealthy man. It's fine. The build itself will have to somehow fit into my chaos punk. And this is a little bit of a scary thing because this is going to be within Pearl's vision or view. As far as size goes though, I'm thinking that the build itself should go from being what I believe is like a 9x9 to like a 15x15. I want this to be like a permanent Mission Possible headquarters. If I go into free cam to try and like see what I'm putting down here, is this I'm trying to think like months ahead in the future when I do these things, and it's always a little bit tricky. Would this be enough space to fit like the essentials inside this building? We'd need a place where you get the mission, a place where you get your cosmetic rewards, and a place where you hand in your mission to get your Mission Possible coins. I'm going to be smart. I'm going to be smart. For once, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to build this from the inside out, classic Etho style. And by doing so, I'm hopefully ensuring that I have enough space. Now, what I'm thinking, a big difference from the current setup is that I think I want to use these chiseled bookshelves. Not only are they fun to like take books out of, but they're also like you can't tell which book you're taking out, and the feedback of taking a book out is satisfying. So like you pick one book and that is the mission you get. They could potentially read it, put it back, and pick another book. But this is Hermitcraft. Honoring the rules should be a given, right? So if that sits there, over here we would have the rewards. And I do want to properly display these, and they can sit on armor stands, which is very, very cool. Oh, that's actually pretty neat. They lay like that. What about on a wall? Oh, look at that. Of course. Oh, so they're going to hang downwards. I mean, that works very well for the hat. Maybe not so much for the question mark. Oh, no. That looks silly. Then again, the question mark or the exclamation mark is going to look fantastic sitting like that. Yeah. I think I want this to feel like a stand at an amusement park where like you have to do something. In this case, in our case, it's chucking in a Mission Possible token, one of these beautiful coins, and then you get one of them. But the way they have them is like they have them on a shelf in the back. So I wonder if I could somehow build like a shelved wall. Why is that like that when everything else is standing up? Maybe I can have that changed. Some of them are laying down and some of them are like perfectly positioned. Oh, what about the sword? How's that going to be? Oh, that doesn't even... Yeah, I guess it can be like that. Wow, yeah, I'm liking the vibe of this though, even though it is a little bit hard to see the top ones. Maybe I move the shelves down. But then in the front, I kind of want this machine to display whatever you get. And I have an idea of how to make this come through. So I want to make a redstone machine where the player, the hermit, puts a coin in. Magic happens, an armor stand drops down, equipped with a random one. Because that's kind of the fun part here, is that you don't get to choose. You will randomly get one. And then it gets displayed for a few seconds before it gets dropped down again, broken, and then just plops up to where the player is standing. I should be able to do that with redstone. I can kind of picture in my brain how it's gonna work. And then all of this, I think I want to put like behind a glass barrier so it feels extra exclusive. So that means we'd have a glass barrier here, back to the measurements, and making sure that this build could actually come true. That feels like if I can fit everything within there, which I may not be able to fit the redstone, would I? And honestly, I guess if something pokes out a little bit, or if I need to have more redstone wires outside the build size, I'll just build a shed or something attached to the side of the building. Yeah, I think this is good. I sometimes have such a hard time making decisions. And by sometimes, I mean all the time. It is very... It's a weakness of mine. We said that these shelves should start lower. Oh yeah, this is gonna look nice. Okay, time to try and build this display machine of doom. I'm thinking we have a trapdoor here, then we have a dispenser in the back and another dispenser here, and one of them would place the armor stand and the other one would place a random item. Now I do have 10 items and there's only 9 slots in here. It should be solvable. Let's just put some items in here. And then it's all about creating a simple sequence where this gets powered, and then the trapdoor gets powered. Extremely cool looking, I must say. I've never been in here. Ooh, I am an enjoyer of spending diamonds. Now, where does one purchase repeat? Excuse me? Oh, it's like a display thing. Oh, I like that. Okay, where are repeaters? Here. 3 diamonds per 32. Oh my goodness, that is such a great price. I'll buy a stack. 7 diamonds for 32. Wow. Wow. I would have paid double that price. Oh my goodness, I've just had an omega epiphany of doom. Instead of worrying about the 10th item, I could send this thing, the chosen one, for free to every hermit in the invitation mail that I'm planning on sending to everyone. And that way they get their first, like, artifact or collectible. And then that leaves only 9 to get here. Yeah, that's perfect. I'll do that. And then it's kind of funny, ironic that everyone is the chosen one. Anyway, as I was saying, we just need to make a sequencing here. So we want this dispenser to fire first. Then we want this dispenser to fire. And then lastly, we want this trapdoor to fire. That there should, in theory, do it. Let's see if this works. Oh, so clean. So in this case, the one that I'd get would be the hat one, the built different. And let's try again just to make sure. Yep, that time I would get the actually glasses. This is great. Everybody loves a little bit of RNG, and then the way this is going to be displayed is really cool. So then what I need to do is have another trapdoor here where it lands on. And then after a given amount of time, this gets powered. And then somehow the item that the player wins is like put out here, I guess. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done anything with armor stands in quite some time, but this should not be very difficult in theory. All I need to do is have a dispenser with arrows that breaks the armor stand on top of a hopper. Let's see, is this the center? Yep. Then that hopper goes into a dropper, hopper, that shoots the item up to the center. Then all I need to do is discard off the armor stand itself, which I can do by adding a little bit of a filter underneath this hopper line. How do I always end up in a little tiny underground space when I do redstone? Everyone else does it so neatly, so nicely, and I'm just stuck here in my hole. Wait, I placed this on the wrong height. The 38 and then 1, and now whenever an armor pass passes over here, hopefully it gets sucked out, because hoppers should be sucking before they push, I think. I mean, I can just try it. None of these should be making it into this dropper, and it looks good. It looks like they are all filtered into the barrel. Nice. Perfect. As far as the droppers go, so I just put a comparator into an observer like that, and then power that one and power that. That should be good enough. Look at this absolute chaos while I build this. A professional would have dug the things out and like made it all visible and stuff like that. I don't know what's wrong with me and redstone when it comes to these type of things, but yeah, I always end up having these issues. Everything is just tight and like slightly disturbing. Okay, let's try this out. First, we're gonna get our item, And we're getting the sword. That looks so funny in the armor stand. Then some time passes and boom. Do I get my sword? Yay! Woo! That, I mean, okay, it looks complete chaos at the moment, but that works. It's gonna work. After a little bit of fine-tuning, there's only one more thing I need, and that is a trip to the infamous, the famous, legendary, I ran out of adjectives, explosion shop. This one, Cup fans, fireworks, woo! Oh, that's awesome. 1 diamond for 2 stacks. I guess what I'll do is just buy... Oh, they're all different. That's kind of cool. Hopefully I'm doing things semi-correct here. 1 stacks for 2 stacks. Okay. I wanted to add some feedback, so I added these dispensers in the mix, and I was hoping that I could use fireworks to make it extra feedbacky. So I'll just put all of these in. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we'll see if this works. And then the glass pane on top kind of made that explosion happen right there, which was really cool. So let's see if this works. This is my current input, and that is because this wire, the green wire, yes, I color-coded things like a professional. The green wire is going to be connected to this station where the hermit put in their mission coin. So, or mission token. So I press this. Okay, I missed the fireworks because I wasn't paying attention. Dang it. But there it is, and then it's on display, and then gets broken, and great success. The display may need fine-tuning for how long it's going to be displayed, but all I gotta do to fix that is just remove a few of these. Try that one more time. Oh, it is cool. I wish the fireworks were slightly delayed, but there simply isn't enough space for me to delay that signal. That was good timing, by the way. I mean, I could rewire this, to be fair. Do something like this. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this instead. That should... I'm just worried about, like, making sure that I can install a floor and stuff here, but I think I can. Let's try this again. Oh, wait. They broke the armor stand! That's kind of awesome. I mean, it's not by design. Hold on. If I that's funny. I had no idea the fireworks would break an armor stand. That's really funny, actually. Okay. Attempt number 1. First try. Let's see. No, they still break. I still break it. Okay. No! Stop! That looks so cool. Like everything with the fireworks, I'm in love with. I'm a big fan of right now, but yeah, as I say, they can't just break the Dang it! I won't be able to do this, will I? Unless I explode them at the very bottom, because that worked, but it doesn't look as cool. Okay, last chance is that they explode against the actual roof, which is up here. See? Come on. Yes! Okay. Oh, and that looks sick. That looks so good. I'm gonna test run this a few times, because it is a very satisfying machine I built, but also to make sure that they never explode. I think we're fine here, actually. That looks great! I'm proud. So that means that module is done. This module is done because it's literally just taken out a book. Now we just need the return module that gives the hermit their mission coin. And I just realized I'm not going to be able to filter and confirm that it's an actual book that's returned, because all of these books have different names, different MBT data, and all of that stuff. So it's going to have to be an honor system. You put it in the barrel, and that's going to trigger a coin. I think I've done it. I think I've done the full sequencing. Check this out. So, first things first, you go inside, you get your mission. Yay, mission 16. Okay, read it. And then off you go to do your mission. Guys, I'm on my mission. Hey, I'm on mission. And then you complete the mission. You hand your mission book back. And you get rewarded, paid with your beautiful Mission Possible token, which you can trade with other hermits or redeem here. And Yes. Okay. I got scared. Boom. Yay, my reward. I got a hat. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, here we go. And nice. Very, 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 very nice. I am a complete man. There's a bit of honor systems in here. This machine can take anything, essentially. But again, this is the Hermitcraft server. The good thing is, though, that I did build in a protect TM, which means that if someone comes back and returns, let's say, 3 missions, it should count correctly and give you 3 coins. Yes. Perfect. And you can also not steal coins. You have to actually, well, you can submit anything, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, as I say, there is an honor system. This thing, however, does not accept anything but actual mission tokens. And the redstone for this entire apparatus is... Actually, if I dig away all the stone and make a nice room down here, it's not going to look that bad because I did use wire colors. But I just need to see this. Let's free cam for a second. It's a bit of a chaos in terms of how it looks at the moment. I think the next step is actually the building itself. The mission possible headquarters. And for that, I'm gonna need blocks. Now, the biggest challenge here is gonna be that I want to build a building that's gonna be permanently part of my base. So kind of following the same style of this chaos punk. And I think I want to use the oxidized copper and then sort of create a build around this color. I think I need to visit the shopping district for some other bits. I love shopping. Shopping is fantastic. 4 diamonds per stack. I don't even have to pay with sand. 1 diamond block for 9 stacks. No, 4 stacks. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. That should be... let's buy another. Let's invest. Now, my idea for this is to create some sort of ruined looking office building, like a city office building. The only thing is that the first thing I need to do is make sure that the visit area of Mission Possible headquarters is tall enough to fit all of these things. So that would be to here. And then I'm thinking that the office building itself would poke out so that the stone or whatever it's going to be at the end of this is the foundation. So like the office building would come here using lots of this copper and all of those cyan things. And as I say, I want to try and make it look a bit ruined or post-apocalyptic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's fine. It might look a little bit weird or tall. I'm not sure. We'll see. Let's get this thing built. As always, I went into this without much of a plan. I just knew that I wanted a tall-ish building that looks like an office complex, but I wanted to make it look chaotic and half destroyed. And so I added these mini gradients around the place instead of making a gradient for the entire building. It was quite time-consuming as I freestyled it, but I really like how it turned out. I then also added a bit of green, mostly because halfway through there I got a bit bored of all the cyan colors in my face, and it ended up like matching very well with dark prismarine and the copper. There it is. The Mission Possible headquarters. It's weird, I know, but it has all sides. I really like it. I really like the weird texturing and the glints and the moss or whatever it is that has sort of taken over the side of this building. And it's supposed to look like an abandoned old office building. I am going to press free cam because what I want to do is I want to add the logo, the beautiful Mission Possible M, which is also a H for Hermitcraft. And for that, I want to build a billboard sign. And this is a bit of a scary thing to just randomly place down, but I think I want to start it. Oh, that's powder. Okay, I have some. I think I want to start it there. And then it should be 7 wide and 6 tall, if I've calculated this correctly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that comes down to this window. And it's going to cover whoever had the office on the top floor. It's fine. They are shut down. The lore is that the offices are shut down and that some crazy, silly guy, Harvey Iskallson, has, has put their little venue of Mission Possible in the office building and sort of done a takeover of the office. Yeah, that's the lore. I'm so good with lore, it's unbelievable. Anyway, my point is that there's probably no one living in, or there's probably no one working in this office space that is getting covered. And if there is, well, it sucks to be them, I guess. Or not. The view is not that exciting that way. People were complaining at me that I have too low render distance. I'm using vanilla render distance of 12, which is what we have on the server. I know that there's a mod, the Bobby mod, and maybe one day I'll try it out. But I don't know. I kind of like that there's like fog. I like that there's a bit of like mystery and you have to go places. I am using this glazed terracotta for this. And I don't know why. I was originally going to use these frog lights and then I just cooked up some of these. I don't know if it's here to stay, but let's see how that looks. And then I need to take... ooh, this is going to be tricky. Oh, there we go. I need to also put trapdoors around this. Okay, let's have a look. Is it gonna look like the M from Mission Possible? Oh yes! Oh yes! It is always a very cool thing to like see something come alive. I like that. Although on the M there's actually 2 pixels in the middle on the original logo, but I think that's a fine, very fine representation of the logo. Very, very cool. I'm a big fan of this build. I really like it. I mean, it's gonna need a bunch of details. The bottom piece, the stone is gonna need to be textured. But just in terms of like placement, actually, let's see. Let's get a feel. Let's get a feel traveling down these roads. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's the right height, I think. I like that. And that, it's a pretty big, this is a pretty big step. Because this is essentially this is the corner of my base, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be the corner of my like industrial base. That means that I now have like an outline of where the base is going to go fully, which is quite important. Now, unfortunately, I'm a bit of an optimist when it comes to times and stuff like that. I totally thought that I could, in this video, do the grand opening, you know, do the full interior design to this thing, send out all the mails, blow that thing to smithereens, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to TNT it. I'm going to TNT. I mean, it did make me build this, which I'm happy about, but that's as good as Diorite has ever been to me, yeah, I'm gonna blow it up. Anyway, as I was thinking, I was really thinking that I could get all of that done in one sitting, but I was wrong. Too optimistic. The grand opening of Mission Possible is gonna happen in the next episode. By the way, again, I know I've been just staring at this for the past few minutes, but I like it. I really like it, and it's cool that it has more sides than one. I'm not used to that. Maybe that's why I was a time optimist, because today I realized that building 1 facade versus 4 facades essentially takes 4 times as long. Tomorrow, Wednesday, at like, I don't know, 10 a.m. my time, Central Europe summertime, I'm gonna do a stream. I wasn't originally planning on doing this, but I am excited to add details to this. Air conditioning units and other things. And last time I did that on that building, I did it live, and it was super, super fun. So if you're interested in that, we'll continue the project in a live stream. And if you can't catch it, I'll also make a BTS video for Vodka Lady 5, which you totally should subscribe to, because there's a lot of Hermitcraft content there. A lot of important things. Okay? Thank you ever so much for watching. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please do hit the like button down below. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next episode. no one can say that that is a McDonald's M. Even though it's yellow, even though it's an M, it's not a McDonald's M. Not a McDonald's M. No.